The U.S. housing market is facing a housing affordability crisis.
As the Fed looks like it's set to cut rates next month, could the housing headaches finally see some relief?
State suggests there are few buyers out there. Sales are 1.3% below where they were in the same time in 2024.
What was once the safest bet in America, million-dollar real estate, has turned into a financial bloodbath. Prices are crashing at a historic pace. Equity is evaporating. Carrying costs are suffocating, and desperate sellers are watching their homes sit on the market for 150 days or longer. Across the country, luxury dreams are turning into foreclosure nightmares. Behind the gated communities and ocean views, cracks are spreading faster than most experts admit. Keep watching. We're about to reveal the 10 U.S. cities where million-dollar homes are crashing right now. And the fallout is only getting started. Number 10. Portland, Oregon. Kicking off our countdown is a Pacific Northwest city where the tech-fueled luxury boom has spectacularly imploded. This progressive stronghold became a magnet for wealthy California transplants during the pandemic, driving million-dollar home sales to record heights. High-end home sales dropped more than 5% year over year, according to Redfin data, while inventory levels have surged 43%. Properties that once sold within 30 days now sit vacant for 120 days or longer, accumulating carrying costs that are bleeding sellers dry. The economic foundation supporting luxury prices has completely eroded. Downtown Portland continues struggling with business departures and remote work policies that have hollowed out demand for premium urban living. Tech companies that drove high-income employment have implemented massive layoffs, eliminating the wage base that supported million-dollar purchases. Oregon's high state income taxes, reaching 9.9%, are driving wealthy residents to no-tax states like Washington and Texas. Carrying costs have become absolutely punishing. Property taxes on a 1.5 million property exceed $18,000 annually, while insurance premiums have spiked due to wildfire risk. Monthly costs that totaled $7,000 in 2021 now approach $11,000, creating negative cash flow for investment properties. The rental market offers no salvation. High-end rental demand has evaporated as tech workers leave and luxury inventory floods the market. Properties that once commanded $8,000 monthly now struggle at $6,000. Local realtor testimonies reveal the depth of this crisis. Meme logins recently warned that buyers who find perfect houses are sleeping on offers, then returning to say they'll wait for prices to drop further. That buyer psychology shift signals a market in freefall. Number 9, San Diego, California. A coastal paradise where beachfront dreams are shattering against brutal financial reality claims our 9th position. This Southern California jewel became synonymous with luxury living, where La Jolla Estates and Del Mar Cliffside homes represented the ultimate California lifestyle. Median luxury prices peaked at $2.4 million in 2021, but have fallen to $1.95 million today. That's a 19% decline, wiping out hundreds of thousands in homeowner equity. Ultra-luxury properties above $8 million are seeing cuts of $1.5 to $2 million. The cost structure has become completely untenable. Property taxes on a $5 million La Jolla estate run $55,000 annually, while insurance premiums for wildfire and flood risk now exceed $25,000 per year. When you factor in HOA fees, maintenance, and utilities, monthly carrying costs approach $15,000 before mortgage payments. For properties purchased with 7% mortgages, total monthly costs have exploded from $12,000 in 2021 to over $18,000 today. Inventory is ballooning at alarming rates as sellers panic. Luxury homes now sit unsold for 150 days or more, with price reductions becoming standard practice. Real estate agents report that buyers aren't biting despite aggressive price cuts and generous seller concessions. The psychology has shifted from fear of missing out to confidence that prices will fall further. The vacation rental market has completely collapsed. High-end rental demand is plummeting with average occupancy rates below 50%. Properties that generated enough rental income to cover carrying costs in 2022 now fall 25% short, forcing owners to drain savings monthly. Foreclosures are quietly emerging in San Diego's most exclusive neighborhoods as families who stretched into multi-million estates watch equity vanish. Before we get into the next city, stop right here. If you're serious about protecting your wealth, hit that subscribe button. Number 8. Austin, Texas. The tech hub where Silicon Hills dreams have morphed into a luxury nightmare lands at number 8. This Texas capital became ground zero for California tech migration during the pandemic, with wealthy transplants driving million-dollar home sales to unprecedented levels. Luxury home values rocketed 73% from 2020 to 2022, pushing median high-end prices above $1.6 million. Developers flooded the market with luxury inventory, convinced the tech migration would never end. Sales activity has fallen off a cliff. Transaction volume for homes priced above $1 million dropped 38% year over year, while inventory levels have exploded 97%. Properties in prestigious neighborhoods like Westlake and Tarrytown that once sold within days now languish for 4 months or longer. Local real estate professionals describe showing activity as virtually non-existent for properties above $2 million. The tech industry collapse has eliminated the high-wage employment base supporting premium prices. Major technology companies, including Tesla, Oracle, and numerous startups, have implemented significant layoffs, cutting thousands of six-figure jobs that anchored luxury home demand. Remote work policies have reversed as companies mandate return to office, eliminating the geographic arbitrage that made Austin attractive to California buyers. Property taxes in Travis County have become a crushing burden. Texas lacks state income tax, but compensates with brutal property taxes exceeding 2% annually. A $2 million home generates over $40,000 in annual tax bills, with valuations rising aggressively each year. Many owners are discovering their total housing costs exceed what they paid in high-tax California. The investment case has completely evaporated. Rental yields have compressed dramatically as excess inventory floods the market, with investors quietly exiting at substantial losses. 9-7. Scottsdale, Arizona. The desert oasis where luxury living has become a financial mirage sits at lucky number 7. This upscale Phoenix suburb built its reputation on golf course estates, mountain views, and year-round sunshine that attracted wealthy retirees and second-home buyers. Median luxury home values peaked at $1.2 million in 2022, but have fallen closer to $975,000 today. A 19% crash devastating homeowner equity. The oversupply situation is absolutely staggering. Developers went on a building frenzy between 2018 and 2022, flooding North Scottsdale and luxury golf communities with high-end inventory. Now the market is choking on more than 9 months of supply for million-dollar-plus homes, nearly triple healthy levels. Days on market have stretched from 20 at peak to over 100 today, signaling complete buyer exhaustion. Carrying costs have exploded beyond what most buyers anticipated. While Arizona property taxes remain lower than California, insurance costs have spiked dramatically due to desert flooding and wildfire risk. Annual premiums that once averaged $3,000 now exceed $7,500. When combined with golf club memberships, HOA fees, and utilities, monthly costs for luxury homes have become punishing even for high-income buyers. The vacation rental market that justified many luxury purchases has completely collapsed. Scottsdale was oversaturated with high-end Airbnb properties competing for limited tourist demand. Occupancy rates have fallen below 50%, while nightly rates dropped nearly 15%. Investors who banked on golf getaway revenue are now selling at losses as the math no longer works. Foreclosures are emerging in previously immune North Scottsdale communities as families who stretched find themselves underwater with no way out. Number 6. Seattle, Washington. A Pacific Northwest tech hub where luxury housing wealth is evaporating at an alarming pace claims the 6th spot. This emerald city became synonymous with Amazon-fueled prosperity, where million-dollar homes in Queen Anne, Capitol Hill, and Medina represented the ultimate tech success. Median luxury home prices peaked at $1.9 million in 2021, but have declined to $1.58 million today, a 17% drop, eliminating hundreds of thousands in equity. Tech industry upheaval has destroyed the economic foundation supporting luxury prices. Amazon, Microsoft, and numerous tech companies have implemented massive layoffs totaling tens of thousands of high-paying jobs. The six-figure incomes that supported million-dollar mortgages have evaporated. while remaining tech workers face uncertain career prospects and declining stock compensation. Remote work policies allow tech employees to leave expensive Seattle for lower-cost markets. Sales volume has collapsed to levels not seen since the financial crisis. Transaction activity for homes above $1 million dropped 41% year over year, while inventory has surged 68%. Properties in prestigious neighborhoods like Madison Park and Laurelhurst that once received multiple offers now sit empty for 5 months or longer with minimal showing activity. The cost structure has become absolutely brutal. Property taxes on a $2 million home exceed $24,000 annually, while insurance costs have spiked. HOA fees for luxury condos downtown have doubled to over $1,500 monthly. When you add utilities, maintenance, and mortgage payments at 7% rates, monthly costs approach $13,000. The rental market offers no relief. Downtown Seattle's office vacancy rates exceeding 25% have hollowed out demand for luxury urban living, with high-end rental rates falling 18%. Number 5, Miami, Florida. Halfway through our countdown, we find a tropical paradise where the luxury bubble has burst spectacularly. This South Florida metropolis became the global playground for wealthy buyers fleeing high-tax states and countries, driving beachfront condo and waterfront mansion prices to stratospheric levels. Average luxury condo prices have dropped nearly 22% from peak levels. A $2 million Brickell condo that sparked bidding wars in 2022 now sits unsold at $1.55 million. Waterfront mansions that listed at $5 million are slashing $1 million off asking prices. The oversupply crisis is choking the market. Miami absorbed more than 20,000 new luxury condo units between 2018 and 2024. Flooding inventory beyond what buyer demand can absorb. Now, there simply aren't enough wealthy purchasers to clear this excess supply. Developers who launched projects during the boom are offering massive incentives, including furniture packages, free HOA fees, and parking upgrades just to move units. Florida's insurance nightmare has turned luxury ownership into a financial disaster. Premiums that once cost $15,000 for waterfront mansions now exceed $40,000 annually. Hurricane risk combined with rising construction costs have driven insurers out of Florida markets. Some luxury towers see HOA fees exceeding $2,500 monthly as insurance costs get passed to residents. The wealthy international buyer base that once dominated Miami has retreated completely. Foreign purchasers from Brazil, Argentina, and Russia face currency constraints and political instability that prevent luxury real estate investments. Rising U.S. mortgage rates make Florida properties less attractive to overseas buyers. Airbnb investors who fueled the luxury condo boom are bailing en masse. Occupancy rates have fallen below 55%, while nightly rates drop 20%, forcing owners to subsidize losses monthly. Number 4, Las Vegas, Nevada. The desert gambling capital where luxury bets are going bust holds the 4th position on our countdown. This Nevada city built a reputation on flashy million-dollar penthouses, sprawling estates with infinity pools, and hillside homes designed to impress. Median luxury home prices peaked at $1.1 million in 2022, but have dropped to $880,000 today, a 20% decline wiping out equity and leaving recent buyers underwater. High-end homes above $2 million are slashing prices by $400,000 to $600,000. The oversupply situation defies belief. Developers convinced the pandemic boom would never end went absolutely wild, flooding Summerlin, Henderson, and luxury communities with high-end inventory. Now, the market sits with nearly 11 months of supply, creating desperate competition among sellers trying to attract rare buyers. Properties that once sold within weeks now average 4 months on market with multiple price reductions. Carrying costs have become crushing for luxury homeowners. Property taxes on a $2 million home exceed $20,000 annually, while insurance for desert flooding and wildfire risk adds another $7,000. Monthly costs that totaled $6,000 in 2021 have exploded to $9,000 today. Mortgage payments at 7% rates push total monthly obligations well into 5 figures. The tourism-dependent economy has created dangerous instability. Las Vegas relies on visitors for employment and wealth creation, but convention bookings and tourist traffic remain below pre-pandemic levels. High-wage casino and hospitality jobs supporting luxury purchases are being eliminated through automation. Airbnb investors who dominated luxury purchases are dumping properties at losses as bookings drop 20%. Construction defects are emerging in luxury developments, with Lake Las Vegas homes literally crumbling from soil compaction problems, facing repair costs of $300,000 to $500,000 per property. Number 3. San Francisco, California. Claiming the bronze medal position is a West Coast tech capital experiencing one of the most dramatic luxury housing collapses in American history. This former tech epicenter was once the pinnacle of wealth, where venture capitalists and tech executives bid up Pacific Heights mansions and downtown luxury condos to astronomical levels. Median luxury home prices peaked at $3.5 million in 2020, but have crashed to $2.75 million today, a 22% decline, eliminating millions in homeowner equity. Downtown luxury condos have experienced even sharper drops, with values down nearly 30% from peak. Tech industry devastation has gutted the high-income buyer pool. Amazon, Google, Meta, Salesforce, and countless startups have implemented massive layoffs, eliminating tens of thousands of six-figure jobs. Stock compensation that once funded million-dollar down payments has evaporated as tech valuations collapsed. The wealthy workforce that supported San Francisco's luxury market has largely vanished or relocated to lower-cost regions. Sales activity has essentially ceased in the luxury segment. Properties above $2 million are sitting unsold for 200-plus days, with showing activity down over 70% compared to 2022. Developers who launched luxury condo towers during the boom are offering insane concessions, including free HOA fees, Tesla vehicles, and luxury upgrades just to generate any buyer interest. The cost structure has become completely untenable. Property taxes on a $3 million home run over $35,000 annually, while earthquake insurance tops $15,000 per year. Downtown luxury condo HOA fees exceed $2,000 monthly as building operating costs skyrocket. Quality of life deterioration is accelerating wealthy resident departures, with persistent homelessness, crime concerns, and business closures destroying the urban luxury lifestyle appeal. Number 2, Los Angeles, California. The silver medal in this housing catastrophe belongs to a sprawling metropolis where Hollywood dreams are turning into foreclosure nightmares. This California giant has long been America's luxury housing epicenter, where Beverly Hills mansions, Malibu beachfront estates, and Hollywood Hills compounds represented the ultimate success. Median luxury home prices in LA County peaked at $3.2 million in 2021, but have crashed to $2.55 million today, a 21% decline, eliminating hundreds of thousands in equity. Ultra-luxury properties above $10 million have seen price cuts of $2 to $4 million. The causes of this collapse are brutal and multifaceted. Years of speculative overbuilding created massive excess inventory in luxury segments. Rising property taxes, mansion taxes reaching 5.5% for properties above $10 million, and California's sky-high cost of living have crushed demand. Mortgage rates above 7% make monthly payments exceed $15,000 for 20 million estates, pricing out all but the ultra-wealthy. Insurance costs for wildfire-prone areas have become absolutely prohibitive. Malibu and hillside properties now face annual premiums exceeding $100,000 as insurers flee California markets. HOA fees for gated hillside communities have doubled, with total ownership costs exploding beyond what even high-income buyers can stomach. Hollywood's entertainment industry downturn has thinned the local pool of wealthy buyers. Streaming wars, production layoffs, and industry consolidation have eliminated thousands of high-paying creative and executive positions. Foreign investors who once reliably purchased high-end properties are retreating due to economic uncertainty. High-end rental demand has stagnated completely, with luxury rents flatlined while short-term rental restrictions crush Airbnb investors. Foreclosures are emerging in Beverly Hills, Calabasas, and other previously bulletproof luxury enclaves. Number 1. New York City, New York. Claiming the top spot in this luxury market devastation is the financial capital of the world, now suffering a generational wealth collapse of historic proportions. This global metropolis has always been the ultimate luxury housing market, where Central Park penthouses, Upper East Side townhouses, and downtown glass towers represented peak prestige and investment security. Median luxury home prices peaked at $4.5 million in 2020 but have crashed to $3.55 million today, a 21% decline, eliminating millions in equity. Ultra-luxury penthouses once priced at $50 million have slashed $10 to $15 million and still sit unsold. The causes of this devastation are overwhelming. Years of billionaire condo tower construction created massive oversupply that far exceeded demand. Property taxes on a 10 million condo run $200,000 annually, while HOA fees exceed $5,000 monthly. Insurance premiums are skyrocketing. Mortgage payments for 20 million units at 7% rates are astronomical. The total monthly cost of luxury home ownership has become prohibitive even for the extremely wealthy. Demand has completely evaporated across multiple buyer segments. Wall Street bonuses are shrinking as financial sector profits decline. International buyers are pulling back due to global economic uncertainty and concerns about U.S. political stability. Remote work has permanently weakened the draw of Manhattan living as high earners discover they can work from anywhere. Inventory sits at nearly 14 months of supply for ultra-luxury condos, the highest level since the financial crisis. Properties above $5 million are languishing for 6 months or longer, with virtually no showing activity. The rental market offers no salvation, with luxury rents softened significantly while vacancy rates plague entire towers. Foreclosures are creeping into Manhattan's luxury market for the first time in decades, with banks quietly repossessing multi-million-dollar condos. And that's the list. The 10 U.S. cities where million-dollar homes are already collapsing. But remember, this is just the luxury tier. The cracks spreading here could soon hit the broader housing market. Subscribe now so you're not caught off guard when the next wave hits.